with the Seattle Seahawks.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Man open left side is Brown. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Pardon me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. This is Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Third down.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
48, come on. Let's go. Check, 48,
To throw again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And able to find Dorsett. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
15.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
1st down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Come on and get it.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 46 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Jackson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending. The pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. It's taken to the 26. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before turn there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
Griffin. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
They run it with Carson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave it with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
1st down, Seahawks.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
From the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
And
now that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here's Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Seahawks 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Seahawks 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
17 yards.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.